Hey guys, welcome back to Affordable. Now today is not a big news day. Almost everything has been calmed down, I would say, with the transfer windows. There's not that many teams trying to get players anymore. It seems to be like the windows is kind of ending and almost everybody seems to be happy with what they have. The only team that's still obviously trying to make big moves is Barcelona. But even with that, we kind of already know what players they're going for. They kind of move away from Dybala and I would say Griezmann. Now they're really focused on Coutinho and Dembele. That's the two players that they won. Also, the players are kind of making a push for that as well to happen. Coutinho asked for a transfer request like I told you guys a couple of days ago. Dembele has refused to train with Dortmund. So I would say that both players are doing everything they can to make the transfer happen. I would say probably Dortmund is a bit more in favor of selling Dembele. Liverpool is kind of against. I told you guys that the coach club is against it. But even in after the last match that they played against Watford when they tied up 3-3, he came out and said that basically he has to accept whatever decision the clubs come up with, whether they want to sell a player or not, or whether a player wants to leave. He's just a coach. He has to basically accept whatever decision they come up with, and then he just has to train whatever players they have left. And if for some reason they have to bring another player, he will just have to accept it. Now, in my personal opinion, I feel like this is going to happen. I feel like Barcelona is going to be able to get Coutinho and Dembele. I probably think that they're going to pay a bit more. I'd probably say around 130 million for each player, which basically would put them past the money that they got from Neymar. But I feel like the team kind of needs it. We kind of saw with how they play against Real Madrid. I told you guys that for me, the biggest missing piece is a player that has like the movement, like I would say like Neymar, and they can get that with Dembele. And I also feel like Coutinho can be a good addition that can also play in that position and can also move back to the middle of the field. That can also help out. We saw that Iniesta kind of played only 65 minutes, and after he left, I will say that Denis Suarez did not meet the expectations of playing that position. Sergio Roberto also didn't have a great game against Real Madrid, I would say. So obviously I think that Coutinho might actually be a good addition for that. But at the same time, the fans are not happy with the situation of the club. Actually, yesterday, the hashtag that was trending worldwide was Bartomeu demite ya, which means Bartomeu leave now. Obviously, the loss against Real Madrid affected that, but I also think that the addition of Paulinho, which is obviously official now, he's coming from the Chinese league for 40 million euros. That also kind of pushed, I will say, the fans to an edge where they kind of didn't like the transfer. Also, having actually go into details about this transfer because this happened during the weekend, I think it's kind of a bad transfer, mainly because the player is obviously 29 years old, so he's not has like a big future ahead of him. He's almost at the end of his career. You spend 40 million euros. I think that's a lot of money. I said again, for a player that's coming from the Chinese league. No offense to the Chinese league, but that's definitely not I would say a competitive league yet. And last, I feel like you have this player. Like, midfielders are not the best, but not the worst. I think you have that in Barcelona. I mean, you have Denis Suarez, you got Sergio Roberto, you have Ander Turan, you have Andres Gomez, you have Rafinha. All of those players can play in that same position, and they're obviously younger than Paulinho, so they might have a better future. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I just think it doesn't add up, honestly. Why would you spend 40 million euros on that? But I don't know. Maybe I guess the coach sees something on that player that makes you want to go after. I don't really know. So we will see how this ends. But I do believe that Paulinho needs to show that he was worth the $40 million on the field. I mean, he's already 29 years old, so even if he stays, I would say 3 years out of the 4-year contract that he signed, he'll already be 32 years old. So at that point, there's no way that Barcelona is going to sell that player for 40 million euros. So the only way that he can make this a somewhat good deal for Barcelona is if he can show it in the field, because like I said again, in the future, I don't really see Barcelona selling him for any type of money. So definitely it's going to be I would say a signing that if it goes bad, this is going to be remembered throughout the years of being like the first signing that Barcelona did after Neymar. I guess that the coach sees something on him, like I said, but I don't know. To me, it's kind of looking like a bad sign. Hopefully I'm wrong, and hopefully Paulinho can show off that he's actually worth the 40 million euros. So after that, there's not really other news with other clubs. I would say that the only thing that we probably gotta wait is to see what Liverpool and Dortmund do if they actually end up losing Dembele or Coutinho, and how they're gonna spend that money. So we will see what happens with that. I guess the other news is that Real Madrid, Zidane came out and said that he doesn't want any other player to leave, that no other player is going to leave the club, basically meaning that the club is kind of sad. I know some people wanted another forward in Real Madrid, but like I told you guys yesterday in the video that I did reviewing the match of Barcelona-Real Madrid, I feel like Asensio and Lucas are perfect in that position. They have shown that when you give them time, they actually can play incredible, and I feel like Asensio can honestly play in that position like how I would say kind of a Cristiano Ronaldo way, where he's not a true forward, but he can play forward if the team needs it. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like Real Madrid has a set team already, really top class, I would say, from goalie to forwards all together, and a great bench as well. So yeah guys, like I said, I'm sorry for the short video. There's not many things going on. Obviously tomorrow is the second match of the Supercopa. We will see if Barcelona can come back. I think it's gonna be difficult just because I feel like basically this match is set for Real Madrid, where Barcelona is gonna have to come out trying to look for the goal, and you know, on counter attack, that is where Barcelona suffers the most. And I feel like Real Madrid is gonna wait for them to actually push forward, maybe lose the ball in the middle, and then the counter attack is gonna be right there. So we will see. I think Barcelona is gonna suffer tomorrow. If they do pull a comeback, I think it's gonna be with a Messi that plays maybe one of his best matches yet this year, and the same thing with Suarez. Suarez was, I would say, had a really bad match on the weekend, but I feel like if he can come back and make something happen with Messi, maybe Barcelona has a chance. But again, the counter attack of Real Madrid, I just think it's gonna be too much. If they score one goal, more than likely the match is over. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I hope you guys have a great day guys. Take care guys. Peace.